Hello, we're going to look at electronic configuration, which is a fancy way of saying where we're going to put the electrons around the nucleus in the atom. Now, the electrons are arranged around the atom. They are arranged in what we call shells, or sometimes they're called energy levels. The first of these shells holds up to 2 electrons. The second one holds up to 8 electrons. The third shell is a little bit more complicated. It does hold up to 18 electrons, but when we're filling them up at GCSE, we consider it to only hold 8 electrons. And the fourth shell will hold up to 18 electrons as well. So here's our nucleus, and we're going to start filling up electrons in shells around it. So there's our first shell. 1 electron, 2 electrons. So we're now up to helium. But that shell is now full up, so we're going to need another shell. So when we get to lithium, that's 3 electrons, 4 electrons for beryllium, 5 for boron, 6 for carbon, 7 for nitrogen, 8 for oxygen, 9 for fluorine, and 10 for neon. And now that shell is full up, so we need another one. So when we're using another one, we go on to a different period, a different row in the periodic table. And sodium has got 1 more electron, it's got 11. So there's 11. Magnesium has got 12. Aluminium's got 13. Silicon has got 14. Phosphorus has got 15. Sulfur's got 16. Chlorine's got 17. And argon's got 18. And we just carry on filling them up like that. The important thing to remember is we always fill from the inside outwards. We fill them up until the shell is full, and then we make another shell. So we're going to go through the first 20 elements in the periodic table. So we're going to look at those 2 at the top, which are the first row, the first period. Sometimes you can't even see them as a row because there's only 2 of them. We're going to start with hydrogen. Now, hydrogen has only got 1 electron. So we put it in the first shell, and its electronic configuration is simply 1. Helium has got 2 electrons, so we put them both into the first shell, and its electronic configuration is simply 2. But now we have got a full shell. So what we need to do, in order, if we have any more electrons, is we need to make another one. So the next element, lithium, has got 3, so we need to make another shell. So we're filling up our first one, 1, 2, but in order to put its third electron in, we need another one, and we put it there. And its electronic configuration is 2, 1. Now beryllium has got 4, so again we're going to fill up that inner shell, 1, 2, and then we're going to need another shell and put the other 2 on there, 1, 2. So its electronic configuration is 2, 2. Boron's got 5, so we're going to fill that inner shell, 1, 2. We need another shell, and it's got 3 more to fit on, 1, 2, 3. Its electronic configuration is 2, 3. Now I want you to pause the video now and see if you can do carbon. Do the shells that go round the nucleus of carbon, and then write down the electronic configuration of carbon. Okay, hopefully you've got 2 on the inner shell. It's got 4 more now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And its electronic configuration is 2, 4. Right, we're not finished with that row yet because there's 8 of them. I'm going to do them a little bit more quickly. So nitrogen has got 7 electrons. We put in 2 in the inner shell. That leaves 5 left. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And its electronic configuration is 2, 5. Now what I would like you to do now is do oxygen, fluorine and neon and write down their electronic configurations. Do it on a piece of paper, pause the video now and then restart when you're ready. Okay, so oxygen, hopefully 2 in the inner shell and 6 on the outer shell. Electronic configuration 2, 6. Fluorine 2 on the inner shell. It's got 9 electrons, so we've still got 7 more to put on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And its electronic configuration 2, 7. Neon has got 10 electrons, so 2 on the inner shell and 8 on the outer shell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Electronic configuration 2, 8. But now that second shell is full. So if we have the next element, it's got more electrons. So we need to do something about where we put the electrons. So sodium has got 11 electrons. We put the first 2 there. We need another shell. So we're going to fill that one up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's full. So we've got 2 plus 8, which is 10. Sodium has 11, so we're going to need another one and put that one in our third shell. Okay, let's try magnesium before we go any further. So magnesium has got 12, so 2 in the first shell, 8 in the next shell, and we're going to put our final 2 in that outer shell, and its electronic configuration is 2 for the first shell, 8 for the second shell, 2 for the third shell. Okay, aluminium, again, 13 electrons, 2 in the inner shell, 8 on the outer shell there. Make another shell because we've got 3 more to fit on. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully you can see a pattern emerging. And the electronic configuration 283. Okay, let's look at the next ones. Now I've filled in the inner shells. So we've got 2, which is full up now, 8, which is full up now. Silicon has got 14. We've already used 10. How many is going to go on this shell? Yes, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What will be the electronic configuration? 2, 8, 4. Right, what I want you to do now is I want you to do the outer shells, draw them for phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine and argon, and write the electronic configurations. Pause the video now, and when you're ready, restart it and check your answers. Okay, so phosphorus has got 2 in the inner shell, 8 in the outer shell, and then we've got another 5 to fit on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So its electronic configuration is 285. Sulfur's got 2 on the first shell, 8 in the second shell, and it's got 6 on that shell, and its electronic configuration is 286. Chlorine, it's going to have 7 in the outer shell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so its electronic configuration is 287. And argon, it's got 18 electrons in total. We've already used up 10, so it's got 8 in its outer shell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and its electronic configuration is 288. Now you might wonder why I'm putting them in pairs. I just find it easier to count them that way, because if you just put them anywhere on the shell, it's easy to put an extra one that would mean you get the answer wrong in an exam, or one too few. But if you put them in pairs, it's very easy to see that you've got the right number. Now when we've got to argon, that third shell is now full up. So when we get to the next element, which is potassium, right, we've got 3 full shells already. So we've got 2 in the inner shell, 8 in the next shell, 8 in the next shell, full up, but we've got 1 more to fit on. So we need a 4th shell, and 19 minus 18 is 1. So we're putting 1 on the outer shell. I wonder if you can tell me what the electronic configuration will be. So we're just doing a tally of each of the shells. So it's 2, 8, 8, 1. Calcium has 20 electrons, so we've already used up 18. I wonder if you can tell me how many we're going to have in the outer shell. That's right, we've got 2. So that makes 20 electrons. And the electronic configuration is 2, 8, 8, 2. And I hope you understand electronic configuration a little bit better.